What up, sneaker fam? Your boy J Dot here. This video is one of the long form videos with the sneaker drops for the week of September 15th. It's going to be kind of quiet, to be honest with you. There's some really nice heaters, obviously, that are going to be dropping throughout the whole week, but at the same time, it's not as crazy as the previous weeks where we've had a bunch of shoes drop, especially, you know, with the Tom Sachs, the Fire Reds, other shoes as well, dropping, you know, late August, early September. We got some nice shoes coming this week that I think a lot of people can be interested in, but at the same time, there's not going to be that many. But anyways, I definitely want to jump through and go through each of these sneakers just to make sure that there is awareness that they will be dropping this week. Again, things can change. Doesn't necessarily mean that they will drop or not. I try my best to at least confirm that something is available or will be available when the time does come. So definitely check it out. And please don't forget to like and subscribe on this channel. I would greatly appreciate it. But anyways, here you go. Here are all the sneakers that are dropping this week. All right, let's start with September 15th, which is Monday. Confirmed on the regular Nike app, the Nike Air Diamond Turf Must Be the Money will be dropping at a price tag of $155. The ever popular Deion Sanders cross trainer sneaker will be available. I have confirmed and saw it on the Nike app, so be sure and be ready that it will be available tomorrow. I believe there is some interest in this shoe. I don't quite think it will sell out, but I think these do typically sell out, especially that this one has that whole must be the money piece on it. I believe it's like on the tongue, or I don't know if it's on the tongue, it's somewhere. I don't remember specifically, but yeah, I think it's in the insole. So definitely check this shoe out. I like the sail with the kind of baby blue, Carolina blue, baby blue, whatever you want to call it specifically on it. I'm not a big fan of this shoe, so I'm tending to stay away. I remember the classics. Again, the black and red one is always the one I really like, but I didn't cop this year, so I really didn't want them. Anyways, though, if you are tomorrow, the 15th, for a price tag of $155 if you are interested. Also on the 15th, this is an interesting shoe. I did sign up for a couple raffles, one on Kith, but also I believe one on Extra Butter New York. But I believe this will be dropping on the Vans OTW website tomorrow on the 15th. It will be the Vans burgundy colored Souvenir Old Skool 36 if you're interested, for $125. I myself really want this shoe. I don't know, I like the other colorway, but the burgundy's pretty badass too, in my honest opinion. I really do want this shoe and hope that I get a lucky win. Likely not to happen because there is super duper hype on this one. It's pretty crazy, so definitely be on the lookout for this. I think it's going to be a real difficult cop. I don't think I've ever tried on the Vans website specifically to cop this sneaker, so I'm curious to see how that's going to work. Anyways, I'll monitor it, and if I have to make a short on it tomorrow, we'll do. Again, it will be available Monday, September 15th at a price tag of $125, multiple places, but also the Vans website. Moving into Tuesday, September 16th, a shoe that I think is coveted, or that is wanted by some people. I don't think it's crazy as expected, but the black and flint gray Paul Rodriguez Zoom Air Lows are dropping on Tuesday on the sneakers app. Price tag for this one will be $125. Again, Paul Rodriguez, if you didn't know, is the first skate signee by Nike SB. I believe this is one of his original shoes from 20 years ago, so it is a popular one with, you know, obviously people that were, you know, initial SB heads, but also as well as people that do like Paul Rodriguez. The colorways, I like it better than the first release. I think there's more color to it. At the same time, I'm probably not interested in copping this pair, but if there is interest on your side, it's already loaded on the sneakers app, ready to go. $125 on Tuesday, and I believe already skate shops have already put out raffles and orders for these as well, so if you want these, they're available there as well. So yeah, definitely check it out if you're interested. Moving into Thursday, the 18th, Crocs and the NFL are finally dropping their collaboration of NFL Crocs clogs. There are only a limited amount of teams. From what I've seen right now, it looks like it's the Eagles, the Chiefs, the Broncos, the Lions, the 49ers, the Raiders, Bills, Bears, Cowboys, Steelers, Vikings, Texans, Bengals, and Dolphins. And yeah, those are at least the first set of these that are going to drop. So if your team's not there, don't just go get discouraged. It will come eventually. So I'm a Commanders fan. Am I going to get it? Probably not. But at the same time, you know, it's cool that they're collaborating with the NFL, which obviously with the popularity of the clogs, you know, they're going to be something that people are going to want and wear, especially when they go to the stadium. I don't see a price tag specifically. I think honestly they'll probably be around $70. That's when they normally are going to happen. It is going to happen on the Crocs website, so definitely be on the lookout for that. It's possible that they could drop on like Fanatics or the NFL website, but they haven't said specifically. But definitely check it out if you're interested. This will be available on Thursday the 18th if you want to cop a pair. Also on the 18th, Angel Reese is finally dropping her first Reebok sneaker from her line here. Number one, it is going to be 3 specific colorways. One is a black and white one called Receipts Ready. The other one is called Diamond Dust, which looks like an all white one. And then the pink one, which I really like the name of it, is called Me Bounds. So it's not a bad looking shoe, to be honest with you. It's kind of clean. Definitely a cool sneaker, and I'm glad that she's finally getting a shoe. I don't have a price tag on this one, but at the same time, I believe this will be available on the Reebok app. It's nice to see that Reebok's bouncing back a little bit, especially with their whole basketball line, because that's very, very important at this point right now with Shaq and AI leading it. So with the ever popularity of Angel Reese as being the villain of the WNBA, she's definitely using that to her advantage. So definitely, it's a nice sneaker. Definitely check it out if you're interested. But again, like I said, I don't have a price tag, and there are those 3 different colorways if you're interested in copying a pair. Also on Friday the 19th, if you didn't cop on the ISRU app for the Mars Yard 3.0 made by Tom Sachs, you might have an opportunity to cop on boutiques. I believe today there was a list of boutiques that are going to have a limited amount of pairs. I'll give you an example like Undefeated, Sneaker Politics. I'm trying to think of who else as well. Anyways, I'll provide more information as we get closer to this release date on the 19th. So, and I think it's the 19th. If I got the date wrong, I do apologize because it said Friday. Yeah, Friday the 19th. I don't know why it says Saturday, but that's what is said. But again, like I said, I can give more of a confirmation as we get closer, but sometime this week you will have another opportunity to cop. I'm wondering if you are going to have to wait till 2026 just like you would on the invoice. I'm very curious on that one, or if you'll get your shoes really soon. So it's an interesting situation here going on. But yeah, definitely check that out. Again, like I said, this should be Friday, and like I said, I'll provide more information as I learn more, but that will be available on these specific boutiques. You're probably going to have to sign up for a raffle or something like that. All right, confirmed on the Nike app or the Nike website, because coming soon, the second colorway for the Air Jordan 40 will be dropping. It will be the Dusty Rose. This will be available on Saturday. The price tag for this one will be $205. Again, the popularity of the first shoe was really cool. This colorway is a little bit on the different side, to be honest with you, so I don't know if it's going to be as popular as the first one. I will definitely be interested to see if this one actually sells out. I think it likely could. It's a really clean shoe. Honestly, they did a really good job with the 40 because again, I call them the Fear of Jordans because they kind of just remind me a lot of Fear of God sneakers, which is interesting. I would have liked to cop the original pair, but again, I passed. For various reasons because I want other sneakers, but you never know. If I do cop a pair, it could possibly happen in the future. But anyways, if you're interested, like I said, the Nike app is confirming that it is coming soon, which should be Saturday, and the price tag for this one specifically would be $205 if you're interested. So definitely check out Nike as that's where it will be released. And finally, also on the 20th, on the sneakers app, if you've already seen, will be the Air Jordan 3 Retro, the El Vuelo, which is a summit white and pine green. This one is a dedication to Lucha Libre wrestlers in Mexico. So obviously with the Mexican flag colors and those designs on it specifically, there's going to be a lot of popularity with this shoe. I think a lot of people even outside of Mexico are digging these shoes. Anyways, the price tag for this is at $230. Again, Jordans are always expensive. 3s are probably a dope sneaker, and I believe this one will absolutely sell out. So if you want, definitely sign up for it. I don't know if there's going to be any third-party vendors that's going to be selling it as well, because it seems to be a kind of like a tribute sneaker. I wouldn't call it a collaboration. So I don't know if it's just going to be a sneakers only release or if other people are going to have it as well, but I think it will sell out. Again, it is going to be available on the 20th, which is Saturday. Price tag for this one will be $230, and it will initially obviously be on the sneakers app if you want a pair. All right, probably one of the most coveted sneakers of the year, to be honest with you, as always, because it's always ever popular among a lot of the hype beasts, but also the Travis fans and even just sneakerheads in general, because the reverse swoosh is always a thing that people want. Even my wife, who doesn't even know who Travis is, nor she cares who he is, loves the Travis Scotts because she likes the reverse swoosh on it. It's just a clean looking shoe. You know, you got to give the man his kudos. If you don't like his music, you don't like him as a person because of what happened in Houston, he does make a pretty clean shoe. But anyways, the Travis Scott Fragment Jordan 1s will be releasing on the 20th exclusively on the Travis website. I'm not sure if there will be a later sneakers drop on this one, if we're going to be aware of. And I think Saturday's really odd. He always likes to drop things like either on Friday. So we're going to definitely keep you updated regarding how this is going to go. Price tag on this one is $155. These are going to be some pricey Jordan lows if you're interested in this one, as I am as well. I'm always interested in Travis Scott shoes. I will definitely make my attempt to cop these. If I don't, no big deal. I'm not going to get upset about it or anything like that. I know how Travis's team is. They're not very like consumer friendly. They like to backdoor, or they like to just give to their people, which it is what it is. It's their shoe. The curiosity about how hard this one's going to cop is if you look on like the resale sites already for these, they're at like 17 to $2,000 for this shoe. So it's pretty freaking crazy, man. So anyways, if you are interested in copying this sneaker, good luck, because it's going to be a really hard sneaker to cop, and I myself am hoping to cop a pair, and hopefully you will as well. So definitely be on the lookout on that Travis site, and hopefully you get an invoice. So yeah, there you go. First off, or lastly, I just want to thank y'all, man. I greatly appreciate it. We made it to over 50 subscribers. I'm so happy about that, man. My goal is to get it to 100. I am super stoked. I appreciate y'all that are just signing up and, you know, appreciating my content. I'm trying my best to try to do it as much as possible, number one. Also try to be, you know, very original with it. Obviously, you know, I'm not the only sneaker update YouTuber out there, but I want to be the one that you trust and obviously get you the information, but also I want to establish a community, which is always important to me. So definitely, please don't forget to like and subscribe. If you haven't, I know a majority of you are not subscribers, but it would be a big thing for me, and it would be awesome to grow my channel, which I would appreciate. Again, like I said, I would try to put more content, some more original stuff. I love growing this channel organically because, again, at the same time, I want to be sure that I am speaking to the people, because I want y'all to get your sneakers and cop them retail, not resell. So definitely so. But other than that, please don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Like I mentioned, I appreciate it, and I will be on soon. So peace and have a good week.